For the first time in program history, Brandeis takes the court at the Curtis Colwell Center for the UIL State Volleyball Tournament. The Broncos taking on Bridgeland in the Class 5A state semifinals. Plenty of Brandeis fans made the trip up to cheer their team on, and it doesn't take long for the Broncos to assert themselves thanks to their pair of TCU commits. Jalen Gibson lays out for the dig, and Carly Ferris catches the defense off guard with a dump shot. 3-1 Brandeis, and Ferris keeps the rally going, this time with a huge block. She's all fired up, and it carries right over into her service game. Back-to-back aces from the future Horned Frog, and the Broncos lead 10-7. A few points later, Austin Smoke gets in on the fun with an emphatic denial. Brandeis goes up by 5. And a little later, Gibson adds the exclamation point to an incredible first set with a thunderous spike. And you know their bench is loving every second of it. Brandeis is on cruise control up 21-15. And after they take the splinters out of that ball on set point, Emma Halstead sends it down. What an opening statement for the Broncos. They have a 1-0 set lead with a 25-18 victory. Second set now, the TCU commits are back at it again. Ferris to Gibson with authority. 9-6 Brandeis, and they keep it going. Ferris to Layla Smalls for the hammer. That makes it 11-7. And how about Lola Isayef, the freshman, contributing with a blast down the middle. Everything going Brandeis' way. They go up by 6 points. And here's another example. 50-50 ball at the net. Ferris wins the battle for the point. The Broncos just cruise from there. Smalls with a shot down the line. Great placement for the kill. And then on set point, Ferris finds Smoke on a runner, and it just nicks the top of the block. Brandeis rolls to a commanding 2-0 lead with a 25-21 second set victory. But their chance to close out the match in 3 hits a road bump. Kennedy Kays is there for the block, and the Bears stun the Broncos by jumping out to an 18-9 lead. But rather than mail in the remainder of the set, Brandeis shows their fight thanks to some big plays from Emma Halstead. First, she hammers one off the block and out. And then a few points later, she shows some touch, getting the push shot to fall. The Broncos roar back to within 5 points, down 23-18, but they couldn't complete the rally. Mallory Garner delivers on set point, and we are going for. For their part, the Broncos faithful remain loud and proud throughout, and Brandeis needed their support. With the Broncos trailing 12-11 in the fourth, let's listen in. Man, get you someone that can hit the ball like Jalen Gibson. Just wow, we are tied at 12. And that's when the Broncos hit their stride. This time Gibson serves up an ace. And on the very next play, Ferris finds Halstead for a shot that glances off the block and down. It may be a 2-point lead, but the Broncos can feel the separation they need. Later on, Halstead stays hot with a huge spike down the middle. Broncos on a 5-0 run now. They lead 19-14. The final points feel like a mere formality at this point. Grace Shue serves up an ace. Service game was big for the Broncos all match long, and they go up by 6. And then Halstead adds the exclamation point of the fourth set with a cross-court kill. She would end it with an ace on the following point. The Broncos will play for the Class 6A state title. They defeat Bridgeland 3-2.
You know, coming in as a freshman, I've always wanted to make history here because I know they've never been to state, and now as a senior, we finally accomplished it, and it feels great.
I think the neat thing, they might not think, but at lunch today was them noticing, I don't do a lot of Snapchat, but on Snapchat, all the people they know driving here, and they come to our games. We bring them in San Antonio, you guys know that, and so knowing that this was so far, the fact that they came to support us, to see us get to this point is phenomenal, and I think they know how much we appreciate them.
And adding on to that, like, knowing that they took this trip up here, we didn't want to be done tonight. Mm-hmm. You know, carrying that, making them proud and having them stay another night for tomorrow's match.
Yeah, I really think that that's a big part. Our community and our bench and just our team in general, how close we are as a school, as a program, I think that's really led us to get to where we are today because, honestly, I don't think we could do it without the support system that we have. It's something that's really big for us and really big for our program, and it's gotten us here.
This is the closest team I've ever played. Like, any volleyball team I've ever been on, this is the closest team. Great coaches, great community. And I'm gonna cry.
I know, it really is emotional because there's several times in the season that these girls, I have to tell them, it's okay for you to celebrate. It's okay for you to celebrate tonight because you earned it. and tomorrow we get back to work. We are very fortunate to have these kids and the kids that we have behind them, and I think we know that. And they're not just great players; they're great kids. And so for us, it's more than just winning. It's how we're getting there and how we're bonding and what we're doing together as a team. And so I get emotional because sometimes they're not allowed to celebrate. You know, people get after them, that kind of thing. And these kids have earned it. And that's the first thing I'll tell them when I get in the locker room. Celebrate, enjoy it, and tomorrow we're back at it.
Brandeis will take on Keller in the final match of the UIL volleyball season on Saturday night for the Class 6A state championship. The match is scheduled to begin at 5 p.m.